LOL, Seriously is here for another tips and tricks video. Today, we're going to tackle inventory management. Ugh. You got to do it eventually on any save, no matter what you're doing. And we're here today on the collector save, where I'm trying to collect all of the things in the game. As you might be able to tell from my main inventory, I'm fresh back from the Aquarius Expedition with a bunch of fresh fish catches. And I figured out that, you know what, I don't have anywhere for them, and how am I going to sort my inventory? What am I going to do? And I thought I'd take you along for a little bit of the ride. Don't worry, we're not going to do the actual inventory management today. Today's just about the process, and not about the process, but my process and maybe an idea for what you want to do for your save. So as you can see, we're just here on a ground base. I've got, you can sort of see the icon up there, but the clouds are in the way on this swampy planet that used to be a paradise. But there's the freighter. We got all the inventory possibilities here. We have our freighter, we have our ship, we've got our cargo, which is also on the freighter. We have our nutrient processor, and hey, look at that, we've got ourselves. Oh, and speaking of the Aquarius Expedition, we've got one more thing. We have the Exoskiff. So we don't even have to go all the way over to it. I can go into my inventory from here and just click on that X button, and I should... Oh no, I can't put it in the ingredient storage. It has no free slots, but I should be able to see the Exoskiff. Maybe I have to be on it. I was testing this before and it worked. Oh, maybe that's not a fresh fish, because it's the special catch. No, it's not here. That's interesting. If I go here and try to pull an item from places, I can see my cold storage right here. But I can't do it the opposite way around. Well, let's click on the cold storage and access it here. Even on normal mode, we're not in the expedition right now. This is regular play. We have the full 60 slots. They increased it. They said it was a glitch and they fixed it. Let's just believe that and go with it. Let's put all our fish in there. That's where they're going to go. So this is the premise of the video here. This is what made me think about it. Putting my fish in the cold storage is a great idea. This save is already putting all of its food items, as many as I could fit, into the nutrient processor. So that's where I keep all of my food items. And the rest of my inventory, don't worry, we don't have to go up to the freighter or build all of these to show it. All the rest of my inventory on the save is similarly arranged by category. And I think categories is probably the best way for people to get a handle on organizing their inventories. Regardless of what categories you set up, I think categories are the solution. So we're going to go over my categories today, and if you want to use them, you can use them. We're just going to use the tab. We don't have to go here anywhere. Go over to the freighter, and they're already named, so we can see what they are. This is the main freighter inventory. It's a mess too. Don't worry, it'll get sorted. In fact, let's pick this one up right now and carry it over to the one that says minerals and fuels. Boom. There we go. That's one of the categories, minerals and fuels for me. You don't have to sort it up this way, but sorting it out will help you putting stuff away. You're still going to have to put it away manually, which is why I like to use this tab menu to slide through here and pick which one I'm on, instead of manually going to each one. One of my main complaints with using this system by going up to the storage container, whether you're on the freighter or on a ground base, is that it's super useful for just being able to, I think you can, no, is there a control click or a shift click? No, not even. So you can just get stuff over there pretty quickly, but you don't have access to anything except your exosuit. I can't tab over to my ship, my Starship. I can't tab over to my freighter. I have to access my main inventory first, so that's why I generally don't like walking over there to sort my inventory. Much prefer the tab system in general. Much easier. I can go to my suit, I can pick something up, I can carry it to my freighter and put it in a tab if I need to. Or I can go to the tab, and like I was trying to demonstrate before with the cold storage, but that doesn't seem to be working yet. I can click X on PC, pick an item from any of my inventories nearby, and just drop it there directly. I don't need to see my inventory right beside it. I can just go to my inventory if I need to see it. If I need to see the whole thing, expand it. Same with the freighter, actually. But we don't need to do that today. What we're going to do is just go over the categories. So we've got stuff like all of my Gek relics and, you know, convergence cubes and Viking effigies and stuff. And then we have the stuff from the main mission where we've collected them. Ancient key is, oh, that reminds me, we got a new item on the expedition. Well, not new, it's an old item. There we go. But I didn't have one on this save. Where did it go? A trident key. It's the exact same item that we were just looking at here, the ancient key, but for the aquatic versions. So we got one of them in here now too. But all of the purple items you get from various stuff and things are in here. All of my fireworks go in there. Void motes, memory fragments I'm not using. And of course, because my save is themed on orbs, I kept this one treasure, the cursed orbs. Over here we have some orbs, all of the oddities, so all of the glitch decorations, all of these pearls and, you know, gravitino balls and eyeballs and weird alien thingamajiggers. Even the geodes for minerals and stuff are over here, slime, etc. Then we go to metals and gases. We've got our sulfurine and our radon and our oxygen even. Chlorine is a gas, right? Ammonia should be a gas. These I categorize as metals, even though this one here clearly says localized earth elements and should probably go on the minerals tab, but it refines directly into ferrite dust, so I consider it part of the ferrite dust chain, and so it's going with my metals tab. That's just how I'm organizing that. Here's our minerals and stuff, organic matter, refined organic matter, unrefined organic. We got organic compound, aquatic minerals, all the kinds of minerals, and a whole bunch of fuels. Next we have trade goods. We could have just called it trade goods, but since I have illicit goods here, I want it to be very specific that there's mostly illicit goods in here. It's all legal stuff mostly. All of the various trade items I'm collecting, and there's one of each of them in here, even Starship AI valves, which isn't a trade good, but a scrapping good. But it fit the theme. All of the pirate items, including the suspicious packets. Next we have a components tab. When I was making staves, I needed to find a place to store my excess staff pieces that I wasn't using and trying out. So here we go. We also put extra upgrade modules in here, repair kits, stuff to get X-class modules out of, and for some reason, eggs that I don't want to hatch. We got food and flowers, crafted food. I tend to keep in here. This is, in fact, all of these. I haven't made a single one of these. These are all rewards from space station missions, Nexus missions, maybe even some expedition rewards are in here somewhere. But they're food items that I've received, and they're fully cooked. These two aren't, but I ran out of room. Let's look at my inventory storage over here. It's jam-packed with stuff to cook with. I've done a lot of cooking on the save, and we're going to do more, because look at all of the fish to cook. So all of my basic food items are here for combining with other stuff, and then the crafted stuff I like to keep on the freighter. So here we go, food, flowers, all of my flowers, and a couple of trade goods made from directly flowers. This is, yeah, cactus, it says right there, cactus flesh. This one here is cactus flesh and star bulbs. Sometimes I have heat capacitors here, which are made from selenium and frostwort. I don't have any lubricant made from gamma and fecium, but I do have acid made from fungal mold and mordite. So a whole bunch of trade goods would normally go in that row as well. And then we have the crafting tabs. All of this stuff I have not crafted. It's all from frigate missions. You don't need to get a sulfurine farm. You can see why on my metals and gases tab. This is the most I've ever collected of these, and then I stopped because I don't need to. Oh, I'm getting hit by lightning. So I think we should maybe take cover in my ship and continue the inventory discussion from there. We should be safe there. Alright. So yeah, all of these crafting items come from frigate missions. I've never combined any of these to make this stuff. It's just a huge waste of time farming sulfurine, radon, and nitrogen, and cobalt, and a whole bunch of minerals and stuff at the same time just to make this stuff, when you could just send out daily frigate missions and collect way too much. Way too much. Most of this stuff is combined from the previous tab and the tab before, the flowers tab, but some of this stuff is also from frigate missions. Actually, most of this stuff is from frigate missions. Let's see. That's not. These aren't. And these aren't. And the rest is. All the rest is from frigate missions. And then my last category here, we have maps, all of the various maps for summoning stuff, even stuff in space, and carrier AI fragments, derelict freighter searchers, all the stuff and things for searching stuff. Defense chits even can go in here, and some extra stuff for myself. Repair kits would also fit the bill, but I put them somewhere else recently. I think we saw them earlier. Yeah, oop, I just went off the tab. Anyway, that's the general idea. Come up with some categories for yourself, and your inventory organization should be a lot easier. Maybe not in the short term while you're setting this up and first laying them all out in the proper tabs, but afterwards putting stuff in there one at a time is really quick. You generally don't get this much stuff in one go, except if you're doing an expedition. Half of the stuff goes on my character anyway. I like to keep all my batteries and pellets and stuff and things on me, so it's really just the fish I gotta put away. And yeah, if you get frigate missions coming in, oops, where's the freighter at? There it is. Yeah, you get like maybe 5 or 6 items to put away each time, and the rest you sell, and it doesn't take too long at all. So it's really getting these categories sorted out for what you want to keep, figure out what you want, break it down into your maybe 10 or 12 categories, thanks to also having a food one and a fish one over on the water there. But yeah, that's the idea. Hopefully this was helpful for, hey, storm clearing. Thanks, you lady. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys in sorting your own inventories. I gotta get to it now. I gotta get this sorted, and hopefully we'll be back later today, maybe on this save to do the weekend mission. But until next time, everybody, have a good time.